Hello, guys. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello there, pretty gal. How are you?
What's up, Jonah?
Just chilling like a villain. No, I'm just kidding. Just chilling. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How are you? Hello. Hey, Mr. McLovin. Welcome. He's the first one to our party. Where's the sound? Right here. Hey, Mr. Pogs. Welcome. Hey, Amphibious. That will hook 'em aliens. Yes. Aliens.
So I just figured out what was going on from last time.
What was going on?
Remember, I had that feedback for like the first minute last time.
Yeah.
I now know where it's coming from. So
Is it me?
yay us,
Yay!
yay us.
Champagne bottle. Just kidding. I don't hear any baby. Oh wow! Oh wow! That's a low blow.
McLovin wants baby chicken screaming like every episode,
It's not Halloween yet. No, just kidding.
right? Hello, Amphibious. What's up, Poggy?
Cutley, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, I hadn't muted. Oh wow!
Hey, can I ask the chat something before we like
Go
really
ahead.
dive in?
Go right ahead.
Yeah, because I made some changes to my mic, and I think it sounds better, but I don't know. Like maybe anybody say yes or no? Just
Anybody
kind of
notice any
curious.
improvement in our
Any
technical difficulties when it comes to
I-
audio?
any difference at all? I'm kind of interested, but I guess we'll talk a little bit and then we'll wait for an answer because I just don't want to wait. So your hair looks like different or something. Did you cut it?
Does it
What
look
did you
like
do?
raspberry? I'm just kidding. Does it look like raspberries? I dyed it right before. Look, see, I dyed it
Oh yeah. No,
like
no.
I
I,
literally like just dyed it. Like it's still drying.
I thought that was like a. I thought that was the camera. I could see like a line right there, and I'm like, what
No,
is
it's the
that?
only spot I missed when I was taking off the hair dye.
I thought you were gonna go blonde this time.
Now I hear the trips of despair. What? You aren't clipping anymore. Wait, clipping what?
My
Tona is less
audio,
than. Thank you. Less distortion. Thank you. We're trying,
the
guys.
audio. See, remember I said I listened back to it and it sounded like I was like overdriven or something.
Yeah.
But Amphibious says it's not doing that anymore. It's not clipping. It's not setting me off like it was, which is good, right? Which is a good thing.
Of course.
Good audio is a good thing.
Sounds like y'all using two cans tied together with a string. Hey, I wish if I had like a 360-mile string that would reach all the way to San Diego, or how many miles that is. Hi, Luigi. Welcome, welcome. Oh, welcome, Jenny. Welcome. All right. So, how are you today, pretty gal?
I'm okay, I guess. You know, like still hanging in there. It's just, I mean, you know some of the stuff that's been going on, and maybe some of the people here do, but yeah, it's been kind of rough the last week. But I'm still here. So
I bet.
yeah, you look
Changes, right?
sad. Don't look sad. You
Changes, right?
you you right. You changes 3 starting now. No, I'm gonna make you cry again. Don't. This is about. We have a different topic today. We're not doing that today.
It's me, Mario. Sorry, it's because they're saying hi, Luigi, in the chat. So I'm like, it's me, Mario. Okay, bad joke. Yes, today's topic is awesome. We everybody has been waiting for this one too.
Everybody?
Yeah, right? I think almost everybody. Everybody liked this topic.
I think so. I think so. So, what are we talking about today, Jonah, bro?
Today, Pretty Gal is gonna teach us about aliens. It's Aliens
I am.
101, part one, guys. If you guys like it, we'll see how it goes. We might be making more episodes, but we'll see how today goes. So it's Aliens 101 because we are going to be learning about alien species, and Pretty Gal is going to do us the honor of talking to us a little bit about them.
Oh, we're going to discuss because you have an alien story too, right?
Kind of. Hi, Aaron. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, Duz? And then Poggy needs help with autocorrect because he keeps calling me garlicky. You know when you type Harlock, it autocorrects to garlicky.
Like Olive Garden's garlic. But wait, is it garlic? I don't know, but it's good.
I might be an alien, McLovin.
There are not aliens, only advanced terrestrial cephalopods. Is that how you say that?
Cephalopods.
Cephalopods.
Cephalopods, yeah.
Close enough.
Hey, what's up, Mr.
Shona Vocabulary 101. Hi, Tyrod. Welcome. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. I do have a story actually. While we were preparing for the podcast, I kind of found something out or figured something out, which is pretty interesting.
We'll wait till we get to that. We'll take a look, and then you threw something together, right? So yes. Wait. Let's back up. So why are we doing it? Right? Why are we doing Aliens 101? Because I know we've done Aliens a couple times.
We did Aliens last time, and it was just like it was mind blowing. There was like so many things being talked about. I think it was even like one of our longer episodes, right? Because there was just like so much to talk about, and then we were like talking about one thing, and then something else came up, and then something else, and then we figured out there's like so many. How can I say, like, aspects, right, of when it comes to like aliens, or I don't know what people want to call them, extraterrestrial. I don't know how do you say it in English. Beings from other places. But it was actually really interesting, and we just got into so much of it. And obviously, you and Tenoch know a whole lot about the subject that I didn't know, and a lot of people didn't know. So we were like, hold on. Can you kind of like, step back a little and just kind of explain it to us and like actually teach us so we could, because there's just like so much to grasp that we were like, okay, we need to simplify it a little so we can all understand and learn and then be on the same page. Because for instance, I didn't even know that there was different species. I just thought people were like, oh, okay, we believe in other beings and this is what I think they look like. And then others were like, oh, well, this is what I think they look like, or this is what I think they look like. So I always thought it was one species and everybody just kind of like had different ideas of what they looked like. And then it turns out, no, there actually is different species. So that's why we're here today.
Yeah, we were talking about them, and then I was thinking, I wonder how many people just like got super confused, and we started talking about different stuff, and afterwards we were talking with Tenoch and everybody, and it was like, well, I think we need to like get like a basis at least to start from, right? Before we go too crazy, and then I think we all agreed that just like a primer on like what's out there.
You technical people.
Who's visiting us, and maybe just start with that, right?
Yeah.
Because if we can kind of get that out of the way, then like if I say if you want to talk to us about reptilioids, everyone will understand at that point, right? Like because we've all been here through this one.
Mm-hmm.
Or if I say I want to, I want to tell you a story about the the Nordic aliens, and then everyone's like, ooh, yes, those, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone will know at that point. But then right now, if we start throwing out all these terms, like people are going to be like, the what, the who are those
The what
guys,
already
and
goody cool? Yeah.
right, and then it doesn't make any sense anymore, and then like people are like, oh well, yeah, they said a whole bunch of words I didn't understand, so, but yeah. And then I know you were working hard on something because you put together a bunch of pictures and stuff. Do you want to show that like now? Do you want to show it later?
We can
What do
show
you
it,
think?
and we can still talk to them while we're going through it.
Oh, okay.
Tara, huh? Go ahead.
No, I said okay.
Oh, Tara said I watched a show where there's only 1% between us and apps. So imagine a species 1% higher, we would be very private. We would be very private.
I think the word is apes, and then
Apes.
yeah, and then he was saying that like we'd be just like primates.
Well, I've always thought that we're like a rat lab, but we'll get into that later on. Or no.
It,
Controversy.
strangely
Different
enough, we might
episode.
be. We actually might be.
Alrighty. Let's see. So I don't know what it's called. How do you pronounce it?
Which?
The Anuka. Okay, well we're in Nordic now.
Oh, that's funny. I turned off the I turned off my monitor where I was monitoring the stream, and so I can't even see it. I just put it back on. That's so funny.
We're
I thought it was
Andromeda. How do you call them? Andromeda. Andromeda. Andromeda.
Andromeda.
Andromeda.
Yeah.
Andromeda.
That the Andromedans. But I wasn't even watching the stream. I had it covered up. I just had the chat on the side, and I'm like,
Praying
oh,
mantis.
I wonder when she's gonna play it.
That makes no sense. There's no comparison between us and apps. Yes, apps are smarter than us.
Right. So you basically did you have that picture that had all the different races on there to start?
Actually, no, I forgot to put that one.
Oh, okay.
I think I can put it really quick. I should be able to.
Oh, to put it up? Oh well.
On here, I'll just put it on here. On the same. If you guys can.
It looks like we're in space too. I just noticed that. We're like flying through space.
Okay.
All right, I see the video still playing through the background.
Yeah. So this is a picture you were talking about, and it has like the different species. I would try to read them, but I really don't know how to pronounce all of them. It's a gray alien, reptilian, green alien. See, I always thought a gray alien, green alien, and Martian were like the same, you know. Dude, we just talked about this one, and I already forgot. Andromedan.
Andromedan.
Insectoid. Nordic alien.
Insectoid, yeah.
Humanoid, high tech alien, and Martian.
Well, so I like that picture, but I think there's some overlap and there's like some controversy on like who's what and if there are these things or not, right?
Yeah.
But hey Bennett, what's up? I think we gotta start with the grays because that's everyone has seen a picture of a gray at some point, right? Like I think everybody has seen one. Maybe
Mm,
you have,
I
right? I
guess, yeah,
mean,
that's what I was gonna say. I thought
they're
like those three were the same.
they're like in everything. So those grays are like that first picture in the upper left, right? So
Yeah,
really short guys. They're supposed to be like 2 to 4 feet tall, right?
yeah.
Um, very smooth skin, almost like it's like not really skin. It's really smooth, almost like rubber or something. And then they have those giant eyes, right? Giant eyes and no ears. That whole thing going on. Yes, alien autopsy. Those are the grays, right? But those guys seem to show up like everywhere. Um, for example, they're supposed to be the ones who are piloting the crash. Too much art bell. Yes, amphibious. Too much art bell.
Wait, what does that mean? Art
Oh,
Bell.
okay. Wait. We'll get back to that.
Okay.
So the Greys are the guys who were piloting the ship at Roswell, right? They crashed their ship near like in Roswell, New Mexico.
Like this is a real story. You're talking about a movie because I'm confused right now.
No, really. There's a
Oh, okay.
so crashed spaceship, secret military base, Roswell, right? You know that whole story, right?
No.
Well, those are the
I
guys who are flying that ship,
okay.
the Greys, because
Okay. And
they're small, right? They're little. They're like 2 to 4 feet high. Like I said, smooth skin, like no muscle tone.
mhm.
They don't really have much muscle at all.
Oh, poor them.
And then, like I said, the giant eyes, the giant like glassy
Well,
eyes
they
with
probably
no
have huge brains because, like, I don't know, like just by the structure.
right, giant heads and everything. But anyway, those are those guys. We'll get back to them. Art Bell, if you've never heard of the name, uh, did a show called Coast to Coast, and he did like a late night radio talk show, and he discussed he he's like our show except without some of the crazy stuff that we do. It's all about like
Mm,
the aliens and the paranormal stuff and that kind of thing going on. But
interesting.
but he was on and it was a very interesting show. Art Bell was very entertaining. Um, I mean, like I said, aliens, all that stuff. Mel's Hole. He had some really interesting guests call in,
Hmm.
and then he would invite them back, and they would call back into the show, and he would have other questions and things for them, or they would update him on what's going on with whatever aliens or interesting paranormal or whatever thing was going on, and it was a great show.
Nice. Nice. I said the callers were crazy. Crazier than us? No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
It was very interesting. Anyway, so the Greys, right?
Mhm.
We know what they look like. They've been involved in a lot of different things, like a lot.
I don't know.
They also seem.
McLevin said they're dangerous.
What's that?
McLevin said they're dangerous. They're the dangerous ones.
That's where the weird thing about Greys kind of comes in. Some stories they're kind of nice and they don't do anything too super crazy,
Mm,
and then other stories they're like abducting you and probing you and doing all kinds of weird medical things, and
hmm.
yeah, it's they kind of run the whole spectrum. You can't say like they're really good, and you can't say that they're like really bad, but they are involved in a ton of abductions and stories about abductions. And they're usually like if anyone finds a body, it's usually a gray,
Oh, okay.
right? Like 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 no one says, "Oh, look, here's a lizard person," you know? I have one, but everyone's like, "Oh, look, here's a gray, here's another one," you know? They
Interesting.
their bodies seem to show up.
Good night, Bennett. Thank you for stopping by. Hi, Mr. Jam. Welcome, welcome.
Wiki wiki wiki.
Wiki, wiki. My mom listened to Art Bell her whole life. Interesting. I'm gonna have to look it up now.
Yeah, Art Bell was amazing. You definitely should look him up, and I'm sure you can find some of his shows to listen to. He it is very interesting, very entertaining, especially for just a talk show late night. So on the radio. Amphibious says he used to live down the way from. Oh, you live down the way
You,
from his place, his dad's place on Mohawk Drive. Mohawk
you do.
Drive. Really?
You lived on the street from his dad's old place on Mohawk
I
Drive.
don't know Mohawk Drive. I'm gonna have to Google later and see if I can find it. Anyway, so those are the Greys, like in a nutshell, right? We find them all over the place. They're in like all the stories. Small guys, smooth skin, emotionless. A lot of telepathy with them.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of get into your brain and talk to you that way.
Oui.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of these aliens don't speak. There's a lot of telepathy involved, where they just talk to you mentally.
Interesting.
But yeah. Who is next on the list?
Next is Reptilian.
All right. So these are like my favorites, I think. So if you ever hear the term lizard people, these are those guys.
Okay.
You heard it, right? Lizard people?
Yeah.
Maybe. If you hear that term, it's those guys, the lizard people, because they are pretty much looking just like lizards, right? They stand upright, just like the Greys.
Mm-hmm.
2 arms, 2 legs, that kind of thing. There's kind of I've seen different reports on the number of fingers, but usually they don't have 5.
I was gonna say maybe 3.
Yeah, sometimes it's 3, sometimes
Web.
it's 4. You know, it kind of varies, but I guess it goes along with like the lizard theme.
Yeah.
So anyway, the lizard people, they're also called what do they call them? Reptoids, lizard people. They have been around possibly for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
Although they look kind of like a combination of like a person and a lizard. You know, they have the basic body of a person.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of those lizard characteristics where they have the scaly skin and they have the lizard like eyes and that whole thing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But the lizard people are also kind of connected with a lot of other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
which really gets kind of weird. So do you know who, like the Illuminati and all that thing that's supposed to be going on? That kind of conspiracy?
No.
Well, we should have done everything 101 first.
Sorry.
There is supposedly a secret organization that kind of runs in the background that controls the world, right?
Okay.
So those are like the Illuminati to put it really, really basic, right?
Okay.
but supposedly involved in with the Illuminati or with that group that's controlling the world are the lizard people, because the lizard people can actually like shape change.
Date change.
Shape change, yes. So normally, if you see one that looks normal, that's just like hanging out, it would look
Mm-hmm.
like a person that's part lizard, right?
Uh-huh.
If you see one on in every day, you wouldn't know because they look like a regular person.
Mm-hmm.
So the lizard people are like controlling our world, basically, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
They're running behind the scenes and controlling the government and basically making everything happen the way they want to.
Interesting.
Right.
Huh.
Strange, but interesting. Oh, you know what I saw? Amphibious edge chameleons. Yeah, exactly.
Chameleons.
They're like chameleons, right? Because they can change how they look, so that you don't realize that you're talking to an alien, right?
Nice.
There's even a while I was looking through videos and doing all the research and stuff to try to get ready for today.
Mm-hmm.
There's a video of Obama giving a speech, and someone caught one of his security personnel
Mm-hmm.
that was just kind of in the background, and he looks like a lizard person that's like didn't
Mm-hmm.
quite change all the way. Yeah, yeah. You can Google it. You can find it on YouTube or someplace. It's out there. They actually had to release a press release about it.
What?
Yeah, because people were asking why is there a lizard person guarding the president? But yeah, they had to do a press release, and they actually said that they were going to cut down or discontinue the use of lizard people as security for the president.
Like as a joke, or they like said it like for real?
It was like tongue in cheek, they released it,
Mm.
but it was as a joke. But maybe it wasn't a joke. Like, what if it was actually a lizard person and someone caught him? You should see the video. It's crazy. It's kind of creepy the way the guy looks too. He actually looks like part lizard person. Like he didn't finish the change all the way.
Oy.
Yeah. But yeah, so lizard people generally pretty tall, 6 foot range ish. And because they're involved in all the vaccine stuff, they are
Mm-hmm.
really manipulative. And like sometimes you get stories of lizard people being like caught half changed. Like someone will see them and they'll be like that guy in that video. He has kind of the shape, but he still has like the color of a human,
Mm-hmm.
like a regular person, but his head shape is like really different. And yeah, it's pretty creepy. Oh,
Interesting.
Cuddly has seen that picture. It is. It's weird, right, Cuddly? It's like you could believe that was one of them. You never know, though. Oh, look, Amphibious actually
Huh.
has a link. That's crazy. Do you see it, China, in chat?
Yeah, I was wondering if I would be able to play it, but how would I
I
show it?
don't I don't know, but you could watch it real quick, and I'll keep talking if you want. Anyway, um, McLovin says he's not saying that I am an alien, but it is suspicious. It could be. It could be McLovin,
Oy.
right?
Well, how do
You
we
never,
know
you
we're
never.
not aliens?
How do we know what?
We're not aliens.
We don't. Well, unless you admit it.
But
I
how do you know we're not? Like, how do you know that maybe to them, wherever they're at, that's like their, Earth, like for us, and we're that
really,
other living beings that they don't know about? Or, I don't know. Like, what if it's flipped? What if to them they're normal and we're like the aliens to them?
Well, we are, but we're talking about us being here, and then people not from here would be extraterrestrials, right? They would be aliens.
Yeah.
Well, for the most part, right?
Hmm.
And I think you're too short to be an alien. Like we're talking like lizard people are like 5, 6 feet tall. You're like 4'2", right? You could be a
Me?
gray.
I'm 5'2".
You're like 4'1", 4'2".
Tuna has to an alien. Only an alien would eat baby.
Yeah, so
Oh my
if you
gosh.
stop eating baby chickens, that would be good proof. Anyway, so those are the lizard people for in brief, but we'll get back to them in a second. Holy cow! Hold on a second. My computer suddenly wants to do a software update.
Uh-oh.
Like in the middle of the stream, I'm like, no, thank you. That's weird. Someone is smoking. Yeah, Poggy. She's 4'2", but she's still taller than you. Okay, so we will make some connections in a little bit, right? So who's next on the list? Who's the next?
Next, Andromedan. How do you say it? You just told me like 4 times how to say it, and I already forgot.
It's okay. We'll just we'll just leave it at that. It's fine.
Are you okay?
So. Oh, weird. The picture just
Oh,
disappeared.
okay. I think I would be able to show it.
Oh, the video?
Yeah. How do I do
That,
this?
I don't know, but that's up to you if you want to play it.
Okay, I think it's going. Okay.
Hey,
I can see you like flipping
if you know
around
me,
through
you know I
different
love a
stuff.
good conspiracy theory. I just really do. And one that is really funny is
Oh,
about
I think it all just went
reptilians.
black.
Now, maybe you don't know what reptilian
You
is.
think
Like
it
a
what?
reptile. Well, it's like a reptile human sort of blend, like a
Oh no,
reptile
it's
like
not gonna. It's not
humanoid.
letting me show it.
This comes from a number of different
Discord,
places, but where we most
Oh,
recently
or
that's
maybe I
saw,
fine.
and this
chose
is
the wrong
crazy,
screen.
Eric
Oh well.
Bolling is now a Newsmax host.
They have the link. They can
Newsmax.
click on it.
Yeah.
It's worth a watch, and it's only like a few seconds anyway. It's like 10 seconds or something, or 20 seconds. It's just kind of interesting to see it because he looks really, really alien. Oh, you
Okay, so
almost
you're
ended
telling
the
us about the
stream.
other ones, huh?
I said you almost ended the stream. Oh, look, you can see him though in that little clip. Oh, even on the thumbnail for it, you could see him in the background.
Yeah.
You see him? It's pretty freaky, but
Dun, 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 dun. Okay, so then which Andro how do you
oh
say
yeah,
it?
who are we
Andromeda?
gonna talk about now?
Andromedan?
I'm sorry, who?
Andromedan? I don't know how to pronounce it.
So these are aliens from Andromeda, right?
Yes.
And Andromeda is pretty close to us, like distance wise in space. But the Andromedans, they are supposedly like one of the higher powered species, I guess. They've been around for like a really, really long time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So because they have been around so long, they don't always show up looking like people. Sometimes they show up just as like a ball of light that kind of telepathically communicates to you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you do see like a regular, like when you do see them in, I guess, human form, they are just beautiful people, but they always seem to have some sort of like glow around them.
Okay.
So a regular person, but oh my gosh, Jonah. Remember that thing that I was telling you that was supposed to happen? It's happening
Oh,
right now.
it's
Can I
updating.
leave you for a second?
Yes.
I'm gonna have to leave you for a second.
Okay. If anybody has any questions, please hold them until after our teacher has left for a second. Where are the Pleiadians? I don't know which ones are those. Ball of light communicating with you. There's a pill for that. Keep saying it, Jonah. I don't know how to say it. He told, like, I literally told him, and I said it right, and then I forgot how to say it. Hi, Burger X. Welcome, welcome. Tara. I'm sorry. I don't know if we welcomed you, but welcome, Tara. Because you can't answer anything on this. No, I can't. I don't know anything about him. All I know is this. Those are the 9 major or most common species um that are known. And I thought gray aliens, green alien, and Martian were the same thing. Probably humanoid too. Andromeda. Yeah, but what are they called? Andromedan? Andromedans. Well, that's where angles come from. What? Andromeda. What's your guys' favorite so far from the 2 we've covered? Oh no, we've covered 3, right? I'm trying to see if there's any comments that we probably could have missed that we can. Yeah, I tried playing the video, but I don't know if I did something wrong or if it's Discord that's just blocking the actual video, like the image. I don't know if I've seen one like where I can say yeah, I saw one. But a few times I've had um where you kind of saw like it's just weird. How in the sky I've seen it during the day and I've seen them during the night where you can just see something like fuzzy, like kind of standing, and then out of nowhere it just goes and like just kind of like it disappears. Like I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, what makes it Latona? Oh, make ass. I don't know why I thought it was Curly that ass. um. So that was during the day. At night, I've seen kind of like the light, and Like, you know how people say, "Oh, it's just an airplane or like a helicopter," but when it's an airplane, like they have the flashing lights, or even like in what do you call it, a satellite? Like the satellites usually have two like the little red lights. Or they just seem different. Oh, you know what's something actually pretty funny, when what are they called, space tech, for that internet company. You know when they were launching the rockets with what do you call it? I just told you guys. Um, why did I forget what they're called? I literally like just
Now
told
I
you
can't hear
guys.
you. I wonder what's going on.
Oh, I can hear you.
Well,
Can you hear me? I can hear you. Yeah, SpaceX. Um, so they were launching the rockets with the oh my god, I don't know, I forgot what they're called. Like I literally just told you guys. Put the little red put the little red lights. Anyway, so they were being launched here in Arizona. And I remember the first time they did it a few months ago, and everybody was like going crazy, like, "Oh my, the crazy lights in the sky and blah 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 blah." And then there was like, "Oh, okay, that's all it was." Yes, I did have a plan moment. I don't know why I forgot what they're called. Like, and I had literally just told you guys. Why does Rin look like a math? Because he's an awesome professor that's teaching us.
mhm. I'm back.
Uh
I'm
oh.
trying
Uh
to.
oh.
Sorry.
Now you sound like an alien.
Do I really?
Yeah.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna leave and come back one more time.
Okay. What did Tara say? One day a song came into my head. I got into my car and that song was on the radio. Oh yeah. Yeah. Audio issues. It's his voice filter to make him sound alieny. The satellites. See, that's what I was trying to say when they use the rockets to send the satellites. Hello, Mr. Rune, pretty girl.
And now I have the same problem I did last time where I can't hear you.
Uy, uy, uy. Wait. It's not a Chona production if there's no technical difficulties. Coincidence or what? Schizophrenia. Wait, what? All the National Guard aliens have landed. He's transformed. we caught him live in the middle of his transformation. I got a question. Why do aliens like the desert? They seem to show up a lot down there. I don't know. That's a good question. I asked last time I asked that same thing too. They always seem to show up in places like in the middle of nowhere or like cornfields, from what I've heard. By the way, welcome. I Google welcome, welcome. Jam, I know someone we both know that looks like Tuki. That's what lizard people say. I don't. Okay, he's getting back on. I'm gonna start making commercials so I can have commercials ready for you guys. Whenever we have technical difficulties, we'll just play commercials for you guys. It's code software updates. Was from the old show Buck Rogers. Oh my gosh, I have no idea. I have no idea what show that is. E.T. Go home. Ah! Hey, Doc, welcome, welcome. Tell everyone to please. I don't pay my TV license for this monstrosity. Let's see if it works now. If not, we'll take a quick break. E.T. was the first movie I saw in theaters. Was it really? Alright, give us 1 second, guys. I think not yet. I'm so sorry, guys. Well, now I can't even hear him either. We're sorry. Does anybody have any alien stories? You guys have any alien stories you guys want to share with us? Me.
Oh my gosh, stop
Oh,
again. There you are. I have no idea what happened. I
um,
just reached now you're back.
you're still the alieny, like robotic. Try try maybe turning off your mixer and then turning it back on, or check maybe your cables to make sure they're plugged in right. I don't know. It sounds like interference or something.
Really?
Figure any weirdness in the sky is just our Air Force.
Hello, hello? Hello, hello?
You still sound alieny.
I have no idea what I did. What happened? I really, really do not know what happened. Um, hello, hello?
You still sound like that.
Hello, hello?
Hello.
No? Mm, 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 mm.
Why aliens are only sent to deserts? They have not invented clothes, or have you ever seen alien rocking something? They're communicating with us through Pretty Gal. So I don't know. What do you guys think so far? We were talking about if you guys liked if you guys liked this podcast or the idea. We were thinking about creating like its own series just for aliens. If you guys like this whole idea of the topic of the aliens 101, we were thinking, okay, today could just be kind of like a quick introductory to the different types of species that we know about, and then maybe eventually we could do like a series where we could do like an episode one and do one species, and then go into in depth or into detail about that species, and then we could do like another episode about a different one. um but I don't know, what do you guys think, if it's something that you guys would like? Rooney
Hello,
is
hello?
being jumped by the Illuminati. Oh no, still.
Bill, really?
Yeah.
I am going to leave and then unplug everything and plug it back in.
Okay.
I will
There's always gremlins. Watch out with the gremlins. Don't throw water on them. Also, if you guys know of any other species that we don't know about or that we missed, let us know too. Can we do an episode on why baby chickens are so delicious? I don't know. Oh, you know what? Maybe that was an alien experiment that was done on me because I don't remember any of it. I don't remember any of it. All things strange and obscure. Okay, hopefully yes, I hope so too. I hope so too.
Did it work?
Oh my god, yes!
Did it really?
Yes! Woo, we have it back!
Oh, that
Instead
was
of Professor
crazy.
Proton, we have Professor Ruin.
That was crazy. I kind of feel like I owe everybody an explanation now, too.
You can't explain these things. Remember how my audio always acted up and then it would just, fix itself?
Yeah, but like I said, I feel bad that I just left everybody in the room as well.
I just ate 2 whole roasted chickens and I'm about to. What the heck? 2 full roasted chickens? What the fudgy fudge? I wish I could have that type of appetite. I do 1 thigh, tops 2, and I'm out.
Oh my god. That was just nuts. So, well, I guess it's kind of about us too, right? This whole podcast thing. So, let me explain what was going on and why I had to leave all of a sudden. I'm really sorry, everybody. And then I'm guessing me answering that phone call caused all this audio issue somehow. But I was waiting I've been waiting all day for a call from my lawyer because of what's been going on.
Yeah.
And that was the phone call that I was waiting for.
Mm-hmm.
But I missed him. I didn't answer it in time. And I listened to his voicemail, but he just said to call back, and I did, but I'm assuming they were done for the day, and he's just calling me at the very end.
Oh.
And so
you're going to have to wait until tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gone.
Oy.
So I called back and left him a message as well, but anyway, yeah, fun, good times. So what did you talk about with chat while I was gone for like 15 minutes now?
I freaked out. I didn't know what to do. I just played the video over and over and over, and we were in complete and awkward silence. No, I'm just kidding. I was having a hard time remembering what satellites were called. Like, I literally talked to them about satellites, and then I started talking about SpaceX, whatever that internet company is called from Elon Musk or whatever. And I was telling them how when they were selling don't make me say the name again because I don't know how to say it. You know how they're sending the rockets with see, I just forgot what they're called again. With the satellites.
I'm so sad I missed that.
Yeah, and I forgot. I literally just talked to them about, you never know. Sometimes they're just, airplanes have the blinking lights, and then there's satellites, and they have the little red lights. And then I started talking about SpaceX and then sending out their rockets, with satellites. And then I was like, they send the rockets with, and then I forgot what satellites were called. And then I felt bad because now I was stuck like in silence trying to remember what they were. And I'm like, I literally just told you guys. But anyway, the point was the first time because they're sending him out from here in Arizona. So a lot of people were like freaking out and they're like, oh my God, like, what are those lights in the sky? Oh my God, look at it, like how fast it's going and this will be blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, calm down. There's just rockets with satellites being sent out. So you missed that blonde moment. Like a long, long moment. And then I said, "Excuse me, guys," and I put the intro, and then I just put the video over and over and over.
That's
But
amazing.
but now they told me they like the idea of us going more in depth about all the
The
different
different
species.
aliens and stuff.
Yeah, so we can make a whole series just about aliens. So we can keep the one of the intro 101 and just kind of give them a brief explanation about which every species is, and then we can do an episode about it, like
Okay.
every single one or two, and go more in depth about them.
Okay. So I see Ruger wants to know if I've ever hooked up my nose piercing to a battery. And then Duck
That would be
said,
so painful.
Duck said, "Do you have a nose piercing?" I actually have two, Duck. I have this one, and then I have the one on the side, and then I did my ears, right, for the piratey look, right?
Yes, I just realized Ruin has metal in his nose. I don't care how it's called, but hey, Ruin, when you are sick, do you smell metal? I'm just so curious.
I do not. I do not smell metal. And in fact, I haven't been sick since right before COVID was the last time I was sick. Like the end of summer, but before COVID started. That was the last time I got sick. Actually, yeah, during the summer before COVID. So I've literally not had a cold or anything since then.
That's good. Because it says birds are dinosaurs or aren't real. But they did have like bird dinosaurs, though, right? They had those flying ones. Oh, and I wish it did dinosaur 101. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna run like super over, but let's get through the last few on the list, right? I think we
Andromedon.
really need to finish up the list.
Andromedon.
Amphibious says the birds on the power lines aren't those aren't real. The rest mostly are.
If you put the right crystals in it, Ruin, you might hear metal.
That's funny. Anyway. Well, I'm glad you're amused, at least.
Okay, so okay. Let's go with okay, ready guys? Andromedons.
Oh no! Well, we pretty much covered all of it with them, right? Didn't we? I don't know where we were.
I think that's where we were starting, and Andromedons, and then we Oh no, we did. I'm sorry, no, we did because I was showing them. Okay,
Like in brief, they're the ones that are they mostly show up not as human. They're mostly like balls of light or things like that.
yes,
When they do show up, they are more like they're like beautiful people, right? And sometimes they have like a little glow about them. They're almost like angels when you see them.
You're right.
Those flying ones.
I know. Hey, this is how this works, okay? This is how this works.
Right?
I'm the confused, naive one, and then I ask Pretty Gal, and then he enlightens all of us. That's how it works. That's how our team works.
And it seems like the chat wasn't doing a good job with you while I was gone.
They're being mean. They bullied me. No, I'm just kidding. No, but you're right. We were on we were starting an insectoid. Insectoid.
So we covered all of them. Kind of angelic, more helpful, very old kind of alien race, right? I think that kind of covers the Andromeda people for starters. For like a basic on what they are, right?
Did you hear what I called them?
What?
I called them insectoid.
It's fine. You're gonna make up your own words for all of it anyway. Everyone understands.
Insectoid.
Jam says we all see the light now.
Don't follow it.
Yeah. Sorry, ignore us.
My pictures. Oh, I feel bad for the Spanish.
Oh.
Who the bloody is seeing a mystical insectoid extraterrestrial being? People have seen them. Look, here's proof. Here's proof. See, it's the one here in the center, the little red one that says insectoid. We speak Chinese.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, back to the
Who says China has their own language and it's called... No, it's not, Ruru. What is your language called, Chona?
Chinese.
Chonese, that's right. It's Chonese, Ruru. Chonese, amphibious.
We're sorry, guys.
Amphibious got caught by autocorrect. Anyway, so we are talking about aliens who look like insects, right?
Yes.
And in that video, you had some praying mantis in there, right? Somewhere along the way. The mantis. The insect.
Yes. I was gonna. You know what? At the beginning, I was gonna ask you what species would they fall in?
The insectoids.
Yeah, they would be. No, the praying mantis. They would be
the praying
insectoid. Or
yeah.
What did I say?
Because they're the only ones in this list that look like insects. Right? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway. Oh, there. I saw them on the YouTube screen. So anyway, the insectoids look like kind of like praying mantis, right?
Mm-hmm.
They have that kind of head shape. They have that body shape. They are a little more, I guess, muscular than an insect.
Mm-hmm.
But they have that weird kind of praying mantis look to them. These guys show up in some interesting places as well, because the insectoids show up in some abductions, but when they show up in abductions, they are always like in charge.
Interesting.
So if you see one when you're abducted, it's because there's like a bunch of grays doing stuff, and then there's one of those insectoids kind of hanging out in the background and like telling them what to do.
So do they actually work together? The different species?
We're going to tie this all together before we go.
Okay.
I think we only have a couple more that I want to cover off of that list, and then we'll kind of talk about how it all ties, how they all kind of tie together, right?
Okay.
Anyway, the insectoids, even though they look kind of weird, they seem more friendly than not.
Yeah.
They kind of they give a lot of messages to people that they abduct, kind of about like things that the humans are doing that are going to cause problems to the planet.
Mm.
They have that kind of message going on a lot of the time when people get abducted from all their stories. Yeah, so they seem to be very cautionary in what they tell people and when they get abducted, but they are, it seems like they're more good than bad, even though they're really kind of creepy looking, right?
They look like grasshoppers.
What's that?
They look like grasshoppers. Grasshoppers. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. They look like grasshoppers.
So you were telling me a story earlier that you might have seen an alien, right?
Oh yes. So few like years ago, I want to say maybe like 13 years ago. My sister and I worked at a golf course. We worked at a golf course, and then one time I was driving, and then there was a bunch of like, I was gonna say little, but well, they weren't little. They were like pretty big. Like they were maybe like twice as big as like my hand. Maybe some like the size of my hands. Um, so we thought, oh, they're just, I don't know what you call them, like not leaves, but like from the palm trees.
Right, right.
What do you call
Palm
them?
fronds? Like palm
Palm
fronds?
fronds. Okay,
Fronds, yeah.
so I don't know, but anyway, we thought they were just like little pieces, from the palm trees because of the wind, like that were like falling down, or that they were maybe doing some sort of maintenance or something, and they just kind of like like left some, left behind, like scattered around. So
Right?
then, I'm driving, and then I hit, and I go over one, and it makes like this crunchy noise. Why it's like I don't know, but like a crunchy noise, and then we
Okay.
see another one like jump, and we're like, what the and we started getting freaking out because they were like huge, and they moved, like they jumped, and we're like, what the heck? Like they look like humongous like grasshoppers. Like I don't know, but it was weird, and we the whole time we thought like, oh, it's just palm trees, or like whatever, and it wasn't, and they jumped, and we were like, what the fudge? And there was a few of them, and they were huge, and then I was like, ah, and then we just like started driving faster because I had never seen them. Like I had never, and then later on, people told me, "Oh yeah, they're like I don't know, kind of like some sort of like type of insect or something." But I was like, "What the fudge?" Like I had never seen them before. But yeah,
Language, Fiona.
I don't
It
know.
must have freaked you out.
Yes. Well, yeah, I didn't expect it to jump, and I killed his little cousin or something.
So anyway, could have been aliens. Never know. But the insectoids, even though they seem to give those like cautionary messages and stuff, they are also really involved in taking DNA from people.
Getting DNA from people.
Getting DNA from people because they may be trying to breed like a alien human crossbreed.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's theories about that they may want to have this hybrid so that they're able to live in different atmospheres and on different planets.
Well, good thing I didn't let them catch me, because those would have been some slow.
But yeah, they are really interested in your DNA. So if you get abducted, we may have like Chona alien.
Oh gosh, you don't want that.
Hybrids running around. Right?
I'd be like Penny from The Big Bang Theory, where everybody's smart, but
and so there's like a subspecies of them who are like more human looking. They have more human features. They're still kind of insecty looking.
Are they big? How big are they?
Like people size.
Really?
Yep, like people size. They're not tiny.
Then those were not aliens that we saw. They were not as big as us.
Okay. Well, they could have been babies. You could have killed babies.
No.
But yeah, they're not like super tall. They're not like NBA players or anything. But they're in that 5 foot range. But the hybrids are the really dark skinned ones that kind of look insecty and kind of people like.
Mm-hmm.
They get spotted every once in a while, and they think those are, like I said, they're like a mix. They've taken DNA from humans and mixed it with their own, and that's why they end up with those really dark colored, half insect, half person looking.
Interesting.
It's going to hit baby aliens. And then Google says they bred with Pog in Ireland. That's why they have never come back to cold weather. Okay, I know there's like one or two left on the list, and then we can kind of tie some things together.
There's four left.
There's what?
Four.
I know, but we're not talking about all of them because
Okay, Nordic.
I think I think some of them don't really count as like a separate race. I mean, we can get into them later if someone wants to argue, but we'll see.
No, let's do Nordic.
The Nordic. Okay, so the Nordic aliens actually look like they're from Norway or Sweden, right? That's why they call them Nordic aliens. So they just look like beautiful people, beautiful blonde people. They the women are your
Gorgeous.
classic like Nordic beauty, right? Long
Like
blonde
goddesses.
hair. Yeah, like supermodels, right? Almost.
Mhm.
But they have a couple things that look a little bit different about them. For example, their ears are usually a little smaller,
Mhm.
and then they're further down on their head than normal.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
like the top of your ear is usually right there near your eyes, right?
Mhm.
But the top of their ear is like a little bit lower, and their ears are a little bit smaller than normal.
Interesting.
And then
No.
their eyes are a little bit bigger, and their lips are sometimes they almost look like they have like a light pink lipstick on all the time.
Huh.
You have small ears though, right? You have tiny ears?
I mean, now they're small, but when I was a baby, they were humongous.
Are they lower on your head than normal?
Like how?
Well, like lower? Are they like lower down?
They're like right here.
Oh, okay. No, yours are in the right place.
Oh, I'm not Nordic. I would be
you're
missing
not
the angelic goddessy beauty. Wasn't called a Nordic alien? Who's called?
I have no idea. Anyway, we'll wait till Cuddly gives us some more information. But anyway, those aliens are supposed to be from the Pleiades. You know where those are? That is
Who?
Pleiades.
Pleiades?
Pleiades. Yeah. No. We'll cover it later. It's fine. Just remember they're from a different star, right? Like the Andromedans from Andromeda. The Nordics from the Pleiades, right? McLovin says anyone can see that's an alien. Anyway, they are pretty helpful as well. They're also kind of concerned about the planet and kind of seeing that things are that things are going right around here, and that we don't do anything too silly and like blow up the planet or poison the planet, right?
Why they want to do it?
No, they want to make sure that we don't.
And I was being sarcastic. They don't want us to do it because they want to do it. Just kidding.
No. They generally seem concerned about not having the planet blow up, right?
So would those be considered the nice ones?
Well, there's a few of them that seem nice. Like the Greys are kind of indifferent, right?
Yeah.
And then
the cats.
The lizard people seem like they're like in control of everything. Like they're running behind the scenes, so they're probably not nice, right? We still have to talk about the Anunnaki, right? They're still on the list.
I thought.
Did we skip over the Anunnaki?
Oh no, it's because they're not even on the list.
Oh, okay.
They're the first ones. Go ahead. They're the first ones in the video.
Okay. The ones from Andromeda, they seem kind of nice, but they are a little more indifferent, probably because they are so advanced compared to everyone else. They're
Mhm.
kind of like the old race, but they seem to be moderately helpful, I guess. It doesn't seem like they've done anything horrible, right?
Mhm.
And then the Nordics seem pretty helpful, kind of nice. They're not totally bad, but hey, do you know where Snowflake, Arizona is?
Snowflake or no?
No, it's like a couple hours north and east of you.
Huh.
There's like a Indian reservation, and they're
Mhm.
like on the other side of it from where you are.
Interesting.
Yeah, but
Snowflake, Arizona.
yeah, Snowflake, Arizona. So in 1975, this guy named Travis Walton
Mhm.
got abducted from there.
What?
Yeah, right in your backyard.
Practically. I mean, literally.
Right? It's right there, right? So he got abducted, and when he got abducted, there were grays there, and he was kind of afraid of the grays.
Mhm.
But he said there was a Nordic alien kind of running the show, right? It was kind of like back behind them, kind of giving him instructions and telling the well, I guess telepathically telling the Greys what to do.
Yeah.
And he thought that the Nordic was there to save him, but the Nordic wasn't really there to save him. He was the one like directing the Greys, getting them to like experiment on him. So
Poor guy.
it doesn't seem like they're completely good because they are doing their own experiments and that whole thing, but mostly good, I guess. Cuddly says it's in the Sitgrave Forest, Snowflake, Arizona.
I just saw it's like 2.5 hours.
Yeah, see, it's not that far, right? We could go visit. We could get
You beat me
abducted.
to it. We could
Get
go.
abducted.
See if we can get abducted. No, just kidding.
So the other thing about the other thing about that group of aliens, the Nordic, is that they also may have like a connection to what they call star seeds. Do you know what those are?
Star seeds.
Star seeds.
Dark seeds.
Seeds.
Thieves.
Like Samia, seed.
Yeah, seeds. Yeah, okay,
Star seeds, right? we have to talk in Spanish so you understand.
No, it's because I was telling you seeds, and you told me again. I was like, okay, maybe thieves. Okay.
Ruru says, "This is wild. I'm listening to the podcast and playing WR." That's funny. So star seeds are people on Earth that are actually aliens, but they don't know that they're aliens to start. So they're like reborn on Earth, but as a human, but they're actually an alien.
Oh.
And some of them figure out that they're actually aliens, but now they're stuck in like a human body.
Oh, see, that's what I was saying. What if we are that and we don't know?
Well, you would know. At some point, you would figure it out.
Yeah, but what if we haven't figured it out yet?
But you never know. I mean, you could be. You just haven't awakened yet. You
That's
just don't
probably
know.
why I'm so weird. No, I'm just kidding. They don't abduct the willing. Why? They only abduct the weak-minded?
They could get us. We could pretend to run away, and then they suck us up into the spaceship.
This is so interesting.
Right. So anyway, starseeds is like another group, but you don't really like they don't do anything. They're just supposedly people who are aliens, right? But the chances are that you know somebody who believes they are. Do you know that? There's so many people who claim to be that.
To be one.
Yes. Like there's a lot of people who statistically speaking, you have met someone who believes that they are a starseed sometime in your life.
Let's put a post, see if we can get anyone that we can interview.
Oh, that would be cool, right?
Yes. Ooh, yes.
Is anyone in chat a starseed? That would be interesting, right? That would be actually crazy.
Yes.
Does anyone in chat believe that they're a starseed? Nick 11 says it's not as fun if you pretend.
Kelly says, why would reincarnation only be for Earthlings?
Right? Aliens could reincarnate and then reincarnate as a human instead of an alien. But it seems like a lot of the star seeds seem to come from the Pleiades. So there's that thing. Anyway, so who do we have left? I know we got a couple more that we got to get through.
From that list is humanoid, high-tech, alien, and Martian.
Yeah, I think we're gonna kind of skip all those. I guess we could say a little bit about the high-tech ones. Supposedly, like there are some races of aliens that they're just machines now.
Okay.
So they don't actually have like physical bodies anymore as far as like blood and yeah. And so instead of like being blood and bone and whatever skin,
yeah,
they are now like completely in machines. So they are dependent on those. But I don't know. I mean, I kind of think that if you saw a alien machine, I don't know if it would be another race or not. Anyway.
Well, that kind of reminded me of like, well, it's a movie, but still, like Alien versus Predator. Like the high tech would be kind of like the Predator or something. I don't
know. No. Like the high tech totally would just different? Be like a robot.
Just
or okay. like your toaster is an alien.
Oh, like Transformers.
My toaster is an alien. But yeah, they would just be a machine instead of being person looking or anything. I mean, they could be a robot. They could look like a robot, or they could look like an android or whatever. But they don't have to. They were just a machine.
Interesting.
Right? I don't know about them. And then like Martians, they talk about Martians, but all the time they look like Greys or they look like one of the other races. So if they're Martians, probably just one of the other races living on Mars, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought that all three were the same. Greys, Martians, and the other one, the green one.
The humanoids.
The other green one. No, green alien. Duh. Green, gray, and Martians. I always thought they were the same thing.
Well, the greens are they say greens, and sometimes I don't know. It could be another race. It could not. They are like super similar to the to the Greys, right?
I could be being racist against them. It's like saying all Hispanics look Mexican, kind of that type of thing. But in alien species, I don't know.
I don't know, but we're gonna leave them off for now. Because I don't think we're gonna cover any stories that specifically say, oh look, it was a mechanical alien or it was like a green.
A green, yeah, okay.
Right? It just doesn't seem to click in, right? So the last one is the first one in that movie, right?
Which one?
The first one in your movie, the first thing that shows up. Do you remember who they are?
Yeah, we went over them right now.
No, we didn't.
The Anunnaki.
Yeah, we didn't talk about them.
You asked me, and then I said, oh yeah, it's because they're not actually on the list. And then I played the video while you were talking about them, and I replayed it a few times.
I know, but we didn't talk about them. Who are they?
Pretty positive we did.
No, we didn't.
No, I could have sworn I replayed the video for them a few times.
No, I was still talking about the Nordics, and then we started talking about the star seeds.
Okay, then I just got lost and confused.
Okay, so the Anunnaki are like a huge story, right? But we are going to do the Cliff Notes version of Anunnaki.
Okay.
In like 20 words or less, we're going to talk about the Anunnaki. They are what a lot of people talk about when they talk about ancient aliens.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So supposedly, in brief, they came to Earth. Mm-hmm. They needed gold, and they helped design humanity so that we could work as workers for them.
Okay.
Mining gold, right?
Mm-hmm.
In brief, right? We were servants designed by the Anunnaki. You know about the Great Flood, right? Like every religion has like this flood story in it.
Yeah.
For Christianity, it's Noah and the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
Well, that Great Flood also wiped out all of the Anunnaki bases on Earth. Mm-hmm. Because everything was flooded. So they had to go back to the drawing board and help recreate humanity and get it going again. And when they did, over time, they also built a lot of the mega structures from the ancient world that people don't believe humans could actually make.
Yeah.
So, pyramids, things like that, right? Okay. Well, the Anunnaki, like I said, used humanity for mining gold, but they also kind of helped out and did some really crazy stuff to kind of show people that we were here when people could understand that they were here when people could understand that they actually, like, people couldn't actually do the things that were built.
Yeah.
Yes, the pyramids. Anunnaki, McLovin. Anyway, but it goes back. There's a whole thing with them.
I remember from the first episode of Aliens that we talked about this.
We talked about the Anunnaki a little bit.
Yeah.
Right. But this is a little bit more about them, right?
Yeah.
And this is kind of how they all tie in together, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we have the Greys. We're gonna tie a lot of them together right now, right?
Okay.
So you know who the Greys are, right?
Yeah.
Now, because of the way they act and because of the way they look, there's some theories going around that the Greys aren't really a race of alien. They may be a biological construct of the aliens. So they are actually built by aliens. They're manufactured.
Okay.
Because they never seem to have emotion or anything. Mm-hmm. And they just kind of do their thing and then they're gone, right? So, like right now, if we had to do something dangerous or have to send something into a dangerous place, we would make like a robot, right? A little robot with wheels. Like we send them to Mars all the time, right?
We would send the Greys.
right? And then we send it there, it does its job, and it dies, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with the Greys. And this is so the theory goes this is why you get Greys mixed in with all the other aliens, because all the other races know how to make a Grey. Like you can go buy one, right?
Yeah.
You can go down to the store and say, "Oh, yeah, I need 15 Greys," and they're like, "Oh, here you go." And then they have like an expiration date, because apparently Greys don't have any output for any waste or anything.
Oh wow.
You never see any genitalia or anything, right? Like, how would they get rid of waste? Well, they don't, because they only last a short period of time.
They're disposable.
Right, and that's why like people, when you find bodies, when people find like alien bodies, they're always Greys. And why? Because they don't care. They're kind of disposable.
Man, that sucks. Poor little fellows.
Well, they're not like alive in that sense, They're like a robot. They're like a biological robot, I guess. I don't know. We'd have to talk to one and see if they're actually. We'd have to talk, right? We'd have to.
Let's see if we can invoke one. So they don't have to reproduce, because that's not an image, and I mean, they're reproduced by whatever method of reproduction they use, like in a factory.
Exactly, they don't, right? So they have like an expiration date, and that's why the Greys seem like they're good sometimes and they're bad sometimes, because it depends on who the owner is, right?
Yeah.
So if it was like if it was a lizard person or reptilioid, right? Then they may be kind of meaner and badder. Right? So those Greys kind of tie into everything that way. Now there are people that believe that the Greys are like their own thing.
Yeah.
But then why are they like working with everybody? Like, why does everybody have a Grey working for them at some point? The insectoids have them. The Nordics are seen with them.
And that now makes me to think, like, are they all from the same place, or like, where do they even come from? Where do they even live? And if they all know each other or communicate with each other, like, would their like planets or wherever they come from, would it be like what we for us are like our different countries here on Earth?
Exactly, right? So they're from different stars and stuff, but they have contact with each other, so there's some similarities, right?
Yeah, okay.
Like they all figured out that a certain shape of spaceship is probably the best, right? So you see like a lot of the same ones. You see those discs, and you see those like cigar shaped ones, right? They're pretty. They're all pretty standard, right? Because that's like the style of this year, right? Well, well, Bob has a cigar shaped one. We should get one too, right? So anyway, they have some similar technologies, and possibly they all know how to make a Grey.
Nice.
Right? Even though they're from different star systems and different.
Can we learn how to make a Grey?
Can we learn how to make a Grey? Well, see, there we go. Other stories, right? Because we should have the technology already, because we recovered all of those crashed ships over the years that the government is hiding.
I'm positive they know, and I'm positive they know where they're at, and they know how to work all that stuff. But yeah, of course, they're not going to tell us, because why?
Right? Allegedly, these are all the theories, right, that are out there, and these are all things that we can cover more in depth. And then maybe the reptilioids have been really controlling everything from the start.
Maybe.
Maybe there's other connections in there. Maybe they're connected with the Anunnaki in a way. I don't know.
Are they all like just like cousins or something?
No, they're just
Or
from
just
completely different planets,
like
but
different ethnicities?
a lot of them have plans for the planet, right? Like some of them want to use us as slaves. Some of them may have been using us as slaves for a long time. Maybe we're still under control of the lizard people. The lizard people are very interesting, by the way. Same as the Anunnaki. They have like a lot of stories about them. Or
All
we
right,
can get into
episode 3 and 4, guys.
right. So whatever people want to hear about, that's what we'll go into next on the next alien episode.
Yeah.
We will. There's like tons of stories. I mean, like okay, how much time do we have? Oh, we're like way over already.
I don't know. We're like, I don't know. My thing says started an hour ago, but I don't know exactly how long ago. I think it's been almost 2 hours, to be honest.
That's crazy. So, okay, I'll tease it. Have you ever heard of an abduction that happened in like 1961? It was two people, Barney and Betty Hill.
No.
No? Really, really famous abduction. Like a lot of stories and a lot of actual physical evidence about it that no one can explain. So that is something that we could talk about in a future episode, because their story is fascinating, and like I said, there is some physical proof, and it's actually in her alma mater, the college that she went to. Mm-hmm. They have a lot of the evidence there.
Interesting.
Right. So we could talk about those people. Now that we know who everybody is, we could talk more about the Anunnaki and what they did, like ancient alien lives. Actually, if people want to hear about the lizard people, we can get into that. Now that everyone knows, right?
Nice. So what would be your topics? Let's see.
Rugu wants to know about alien reproduction. We can talk about that, Rugu. A lot of it's not so fun, though, it seems. Just a lot of genetic manipulation. Buckon said maybe they invade each other's lands and learn the techniques and alienship from the captured aliens. Yeah, like...
Oh, I forgot I'm showing this. Ay. Me so sorry, guys. I'm over here showing you blank things. Okay, never mind. I can't do it. Yeah. I was going to do a poll, but I can't do it because it's on YouTube and it's showing the screen. I forgot. When I try to go into YouTube, it'll just put us gray screens for cameras.
Yeah, Cuddly sent you a message saying that the video went wonky. But it's okay. We should... Anyone who has a suggestion, either tell us now, send us a message directly, or put it in the comments after the video's over. And we will cover whatever you guys want to next, as far as aliens go. And at some point, we are actually going to go out, right? Somewhere in Arizona and look for them?
Yes. Oh, but not Sedona and the and all those vortex places in Sedona.
Right, the vortexes in Sedona. Or now we could go to Snowflake too, and we could see where that guy got abducted.
Yes. Sharing your thoughts with us. No, I was trying to do a poll to see which alien they wanted us to do next, like which species, to do the second episode for this series. But then, yeah, it made the cameras gray. Our screens
gray. If nobody puts anything in, Chona gets to pick. So you better tell us what you want to see, or Trona's going to decide.
Terrestrial cephalopods. That's a subject.
Well, that was definitely interesting. I have to admit that was.
This was a good one. We didn't even care about time. We were like, screw it, screw the Spanish people. No, I'm just kidding.
What?
Screw
I
the
guess they're gonna
Spanish.
start showing up here pretty soon. Oh, Karu believes Travis Walton, the guy I mentioned.
Ooh.
The guy that got abducted from.
But how long ago did that happen? Is that guy still alive?
1975.
Oh man, he's probably old
So,
now.
maybe.
Shoot.
If,
Yeah.
if the aliens didn't take him back.
I don't think so. Why would they free them? It's like catching a fish and letting him go. Why would you try to get him again?
I don't know. Google says scroll up. Oh, I already read it. You can read it. I was going to comment, but I forgot.
Yes, the alien stories are awesome. Yeah. I'm actually okay. Let's see. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because I want to remember the one that Amphibia said. Terrestrial cephalopods.
You have to screenshot it to remember it?
Yes, I'm gonna forget. How many times did I ask you the name for the Anu, whatever? See, I already forgot. Anu.
You also just whacked your camera.
And Anunnaki. I whacked my camera?
Yeah.
Oh shoot! I didn't even realize. No, I think it just moved by itself. My tripod is going loose.
Oh, you have to tighten it up. Anyhow, it says
up near Solo.
Yes. Oh, tag and release. You know what tag and release is?
No.
So sometimes they go hunting. Hunters will go out and they'll shoot like a wild animal, but they'll shoot it with a tranquilizer gun, and then they will put a tag on it and then let it go.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah. So that's what they did with Travis Walton. Tag and release.
There is a theory that UAPs are terrestrial creatures. What's a UAP? Or is it a WAP?
We're never gonna leave. I told you this topic is huge, right? Like
that's why we did 101 to break it up into pieces, but it's like when you try to keep it simple, something else comes out, something else.
It keeps going and going and going.
Like the Energizer Bunny.
Right? Well, like I said, I can tell you that story right now, and there's so many more. You know what I mean? Like I was talking about the hills. That's a super famous story. And the abduction and the physical, some of the physical evidence about it is kind of interesting, and the fact that it's still around. And there's some really crazy stuff with it.
Okay, how about we what's unmanned aerial phenomenon?
Yes.
Unidentified aerial phenomenon, new name for UFO. Ah, okay. Oh, I get it. Okay. Oh, I say we take all of this things down, and then we can make another episode about all this stuff too. I don't know. It's like there's something else, and we cover it, and then something else comes out, and then we cover that, and then something else, and it's like never ending. We could do like a 24-hour stream.
No, Absolutely not.
Maybe
But
that would get us to 100 subscribers. No, I'm just kidding.
oh yeah, yeah. Everyone, tell your friends to subscribe. We just hit 80, right?
We're at 80 subs.
That's awesome. Considering it's brand new, right? Brand new channel. Like no, it's good. It's good. 80. Anyway, I think I'm done as far as this part of this show goes.
Yes.
But it looks like Aliens is going to be a staple for a while. We'll
Yeah.
keep doing it every season until someone tells us to stop.
Yes, until somebody tells us, okay, you crazy people.
You're all nuts. Well, like we haven't heard that already.
Betty and Barney, he'll also have a great story.
Yeah, that's the one I was
the one that
about.
he's saying. So yeah, we're gonna have to leave that for the next one because we're really stepping over for the Spanish section. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna stop talking because we're gonna keep going. Watch, I'm gonna turn my mic off. Thank you, Chona. Thank you, everybody. I'm just gonna turn my mic off.
Have a great night. Thank you guys so much for being here. We really, really, really appreciate it. And well, like we said, right? We're gonna keep doing we're just gonna turn this whole aliens topic into a little series. So aliens 101, we're gonna keep going with the basics and then we're gonna go in depth about each species. We're gonna jot down everything too that you guys are telling us that you guys want us to go over or that you guys want to hear about. We really, really appreciate it, guys. We appreciate all of your support for you guys always coming back. And today actually is the last episode of our third season, guys. So I don't know if we're gonna take a break. We usually take a 2-week break, but my work schedule has been pretty crazy and it always gets changed last minute. So I think we'll leave like that little 1 week, 2 week in between, and we're gonna come back fresh with fourth season. And obviously, Aliens is gonna be one of the episodes because, like we said, we're gonna make this into a little mini series. And thank you guys so much. We really, really appreciate it. Like I never thought we were gonna, I don't know, make it along so far. Like it all just kind of started as, hey, you know what? It's kind of like a good idea. Let's try it out and, see what happens. And a year later, here we are. And thank you guys so much. It really means a lot. We greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. We're at 80 subs. Thank you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. That's all I can say. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Have a good one. And we will see you guys next season. Ooh, it feels so good to say that. Next season.